how people clump together, even in their family. They have a mother, a
Yeah.
grandmother, I think a brother, all Taurus,
Yeah.
all in the actually 2 week time, like around the 20 to 29th period, kind of thing. And I was talking about us in the, I said even the staff, two of the staffers were Geminis, and they're twins. I said that's,
I
I,
know.
s-
It's this is what I called astrology genealogy, right? Because
yes,
you
astrology
can
genealogy. I love that.
you can see through charts
Yes,
this
yes,
genetic imprints. If you look
right.
at the charts of the family, it's fascinating
Well,
study.
you see the
Fascinating.
soul family coming together. They're traveling
It's
together still, and the immediate soul family says, "Okay, we're here together." Yeah,
You will notice
yeah,
sometimes in family lineage,
right.
a child and a parent can have the same rising sign, and
No,
you will see the physical resemblance between those.
wow.
Everybody tells me you look so much like your mother, because
Yes,
we have the same rising sign, and my brother has the same rising sign with my dad, and he looks so like my dad. So there is another.
yeah,
If it's very interesting. So probably if you don't even if you don't know the time of your parents'
right. I was going to
birth,
ask that. Yes.
yes, you can see if you look like more like your mom or dad. Probably you are sharing the rising sign. You can maybe
You know what's so interesting about
yeah.
that? I think with me, it could be both my mother and father. I'm the only one in the family that looks like both of them. So depending on who you see, so if you see my
Mm,
father first, you'll say, I've had people go, I can't believe that's your daughter, right? And then you see my mother, people get like, oh, you look just like her. So I'm wondering if I share, you know what I mean? But now my other siblings don't, they look like one or the other, or my auntie. I'm the only one who's
yeah.
split between, well, it's sort of, one is more physical, like from my father's side of the family, we have Native American and African. So I look like
Mm,
that, and I had the dark skin from my father's side of the family. But my mother's energy,
mm,
even my father said, you remind me of.
mm,
I saw a picture of my mother, and she was on a
mm.
swing in her like early 20s or late teens. And I said, why was I wearing that old outfit? And my folks said, that's not you. That's your mother. It looked just like her. That it even fooled me. I'm like trying to figure out why did
Yeah.
I take that picture? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I know. I'm dark as my father. My father is dark, like I'm dark as my father, but I have like a same
oh,
smile, the same gesture. So when
oh
people see me, they kind of see, oh, you have this, and just the way I approach to life, it's a lot like
yes.
Virgo rising, right? So it's like that's why
Now, someone's asking a question. I say yes. Christopher Renstrom went through. I was in his class. I studied with him for a year, and he said, "Could you see the things about the
Oh,
family in your own chart alone?"
yes,
Yes, you can. He
yes.
told me things in my chart about my family that I was like, I was stunned. So
Do you? I want to tell you a story. I don't know. It's Anne's
please
story. So
tell.
you can ask Anne next time you talk to her because this is her story. But I heard it from her, and it was so interesting. It
Yeah,
fascinated me. If you each house represents something, right? So you can and you can, it's called divinatory houses. So you
divinatory
count from one
houses.
house, yes, and you can just go around, right?
Yeah,
So, and you can see which sign is there and how your first hit, second hit. And I know Anne was saying that in her father's chart,
right.
because she's the eldest. I think she's the elder, the
Yeah, I think she's
eldest
the
child.
first child. Yeah, she's the first. I
Yes,
think
she's the
firstborn.
first child. But in her father's chart, she was like, I couldn't be your first child. I'm your second in your chart. And then he said that he was a sperm donor. So
Oh
apparently, you have to ask Anne about that.
yes.
She told this story
Yeah,
somewhere. I don't know where.
yeah.
And that means that she probably has some of
Yes, there's
some
someone.
siblings she doesn't know before her birth.
Mm, 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 mm.
Isn't that
That
fascinating?
is
I think
fascinating.
it's an ask her. But I remember this because I thought it was wow. It was amazing story.
Wow, no, yeah,
Yeah.
it's I realize that those who are skilled and the more skilled we become in interpreting chart and this, I think there's a certain level of interpreting a chart and channeling. Everything is in your
Mm,
chart is your it really is not only your operating system, but it actually is your spiritual DNA is incorporated in your chart. So you see, I'm telling you, Jasmine, Christopher was going through. He was like in my class, and we used to meet every Tuesday night from like 9 to midnight. It was like boot camp. It was rough, but anyhow, Christopher's no play, and he would say
oh,
so. They would
he's a Capricorn.
go,
Don't forget it. He's a
oof,
Capricorn.
yeah, and I'm a Capricorn rising, so he would beat us. We'd be pretty much hanging. But yeah, he saw things about my family and my life and my chart that I'm like, how do you know this? There's no he didn't know me from Adam. And
No.
he says right there, and he would show over what
Mm.
house.
Yeah.
So I realized
Yeah.
that yeah, yeah,
You count the houses and then you can see whatever, blah
yes,
blah blah. So it's very
it
interesting,
is very
very
interesting.
fascinating. I don't know much about it yet. I'm still learning that part, but I'm really investigating. It's interesting. Like if you look, my dad is a Sag rising, my brother is a Sag rising, and my brother's son is a Sag
No
rising.
way. Wow.
Isn't that
Oh,
it's just my husband and my child, they share the rising sign as
they should have.
well,
I remember you said that.
and they share the sun sign and Venus sign and Mars sign, and it's fascinating. And so you can anyway. It's a topic of its own. I'm still researching. I'm not that comfortable to talk about it like in full
No, yeah,
details,
no, it's
but
just it's a developing
but
thing. Yeah.
it's a developing thing,
Yeah.
and it always something. It's fascinating, fascinating.
I want to talk to you about another time because I have a I want to talk about the first the Saturn returns. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
one later on when we don't
Yes.
have such a busy time period.
Okay.
I want you and I to go to delve deep into that a little bit. Not say
Okay.
deep, a little bit deeper. Just
Yes.
start off on
Yes.
that.
We can do that. I would love that.
Me too.
Even in May. Yes, it's gonna be
Okay.
good.
Okay. Now
Um,
here's okay. It's just no, just Renee.
yeah.
So yeah. So
Okay.
now
Okay. Let's move on to the
let's
week
get
ahead.
move
Week
on.
ahead.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, good news. I'm gonna start with good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Yes.
Good news is that Mars is finally in Leo. He left Cancer for another 2 years, and he's been in Cancer for so long. It was killing us all because
It really was a little rough. It really wasn't. It was just really just sort of like pounding
yes,
down. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
because he doesn't allow he's not comfortable in
No. No.
Cancerian energy
Yeah.
because he's fueled by emotions and by
Right.
moodiness. So imagine you have a project, you're going, you have a drive,
Yeah.
and then every 2.5 days, as the moon changes sign, your
Right.
your your actions also. I'm starting. Oh no no no. Let's do this. Oh no no
And
no no no.
Mars wouldn't like that. No, Mars is like, come, make up your mind. Where are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that was the feeling for the last 6 months. Like
Okay.
literally, and those retrogrades and
Ugh.
eclipses. And now we are not over yet. We still have this 10, 12 days of this month that we need to push through. And why? But good news, Mars is in Leo. It's very good. He loves being in Leo. We are more bold in our actions. We are more courageous to do things, and I think it's moving forward. Also,
Okay.
Mercury is now in Aries, so Mercury and Mars are talking to each other in a nice way. They have a lovely trine energy, so it's like
Hi,
our
Ellie.
thought process is aligned. Our ideas and our thought process is
Okay.
aligned with this Martian energy. It's in fire. We are more inspired, more motivated, and I think I love that energy. Okay,
Now, why
on the
you say
downside.
you said we have 10 to 12 days they have to push through. Why? What's the push through? The
We have to
purpose.
push. We have to push to this end of the month because we have now something hard coming up, and it's building and it's brewing. And remember, the Mars Pluto position is coming, so that's the thing that.
That's what I'm feeling then, because that I'm feeling,
Yes,
and I've heard from other friends and people that it's just everyone feels this portentous, this heaviness gathering, and it doesn't feel comfortable. We don't feel like it's personal necessarily. It could be, but it feels like it's more collective. Okay, so that's
it's
it. We'll get to
it's
that whenever you're
yeah,
ready.
it's both because Mars is a personal
Right,
planet and Pluto is collective. So we gonna. I think the things that happen in a collective will impact us personally
right,
this time.
because it's a personal planet. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Yep.
The act. So we're going to react. So Mars is reacting to something, right? So Pluto is a power, wealth, plutocracy, so
Yes.
control. So if something is pushed on us, I think it's fixed energy. Remember, nobody wants to budge. Nobody wants to budge into fixed energy.
Right.
Okay, so we'll come to that. It's coming to be exact on the 26th. So I will talk about
That's
it
the
more.
Mars Pluto. That's the Mars
The
Pluto.
opposition, yes. I will talk more about it next week because
Good.
we have a new moon on the 27th and this opposition on the 26th. So when we meet, we're going to meet on the 26th, I
We're meeting
think.
on yeah.
Next,
Everyone
yeah,
listen. We're meeting on the 26th. I have an appointment on the 25th. So the 26th we're meeting at
yes,
5:30. A day later, same bat time though. Same bat
yes,
time.
yes. So since bedtime. So this is going to be exact. So I'm going to talk about it more
Okay.
next week because it's going to be. But it's brewing this week. Remember, so this is brewing 5 days,
Right.
6 days before. Um, Now we are entering Taurus season. So tomorrow,
Yes.
Sun
Taurus
is.
season.
Yes,
That's my sister's
tomorrow.
birthday. My sister's born. She's a Taurus. She's April 29th.
Oh, like the Queen, the late Queen Elizabeth. I think she was April. No, she was April 20th. 20th. Sorry. I don't know. Anyway, 4:55 tomorrow afternoon Eastern Time. Sun enters Taurus. So happy birthday to all the Taurians.
Oh.
And okay, moon is in Capricorn. So today,
Hmm.
tomorrow, and on Sunday we have a moon in
Hmm.
Capricorn. That's more
It
serious
is.
moon.
It
So
is a very
uh,
serious moon.
so so to feel kind of safe and
Yeah.
secure, we need some kind of sense of
Ah.
accomplishment. Okay. So also some respect. We're gonna kind of demand respect. That doesn't really demand, but we kind of need
Yeah.
respect from
I
others to
see.
feel good.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I won't say demand, but kind of, it can be, but it's very productive. It's working moon, so it's putting feelings kind of aside and just pushing through and working.
Got it.
So with this new motivation, new inspiration that we have from Mars, let's use this energy in a positive way. What can we create? Mars in Leo, creation. Taurus season is also about creating. It's fertile energy. Okay. The problem is with this is that Sun is going to square Mars right away, right on Sunday. So
Yes.
we're going to have this square. And it's like punch in your face. And then I'm going to talk. First, I'm going to punch you,
Oh,
and then I'm going to talk
and
to
then it's
you.
gonna talk to you. I see. That's very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Very direct.
yeah.
Okay.
That's Mars square Sun. We can get really, really angry.
Oh,
Uh, and because we have this Pluto opposition coming too, it's a really volatile energy, very like a military kind of a thing. Like we are ready for war energy, so we need to channel it properly. So I was thinking, how can we use this energy instead of being destructive?
now
Because
let's go with the time period. This is in effect. This is starting this
yeah,
Saturday night or
I,
Sunday
I
or
would I
what's
would
the?
say with this Mars entering Leo, we already have this kind of energy
Yes.
that
Yeah.
it's
Mars and Leo.
applying to the Sun, so it's already kind of applying. Okay, let's go chronologically. I'm a
Yeah.
Gemini. Pardon me. So tomorrow, first, because Neptune is now in Aries, Mars is going to talk to Neptune first. They're going to do a lovely trine. And this is the first time Mars and Neptune meet in Aries in our lifetimes. We never
Yes.
experienced that
Yes.
energy.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is what I love. When Pluto went into Aquarius, with Neptune going into Aries now, those are the energies we didn't experience in our lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody who is alive on Earth today had this experience. So we are definitely entering something new and unknown. Um,
Mm.
and this Mars and Neptune in fire signs, this is definitely putting your imagination into action. Like you're in something creative, or
Mm-hmm.
and it's something different, something new, not different, something new, something bold, something
Yes.
that
Yeah. Right.
that takes guts.
Yes. The courage. I mean, you'll actually have the courage not to contemplate it. You'll do it. You'll just come out there with that conviction, courage of your conviction.
Yes,
That's the phrase I
yes,
hear. It's the courage of your
yes,
convictions. Yeah.
yes, and be yourself. This is also very
Yeah.
important to
Yes.
be authentic and true to
Yes.
yourself,
Oh,
and
authenticity.
do
Yeah.
and forget about what other people say. So I remember when I just put today on the little note that you can put on Instagram, when Mars in Leo with all this energy,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
with meeting Neptune, dance like nobody's
Yeah.
watching. That's
Well, do everything
the
like no one's
energy.
watching. I mean, live like no one's watching.
I
Live
know,
your life.
but
Do
this is
you?
even now.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
even more highlighted now,
Yes.
and
Yes. I
so so
gotcha.
so literally, who
Right.
cares
Right.
if you want to dance
Who
on a
cares?
table? Dance on a table. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like you need
Yeah.
to push your creativity, and be yourself in that sense. So
Mhm.
it is harder for some signs, so for some people than the other. It's for some people it's very important to have validation from others,
Yeah.
from affirmation from others, for feeling, giving feedback. uh, I this is now very, very, and this was a preparation from this whole time with last year and a half with the lunar nodes being in Aries and the North Node being in Aries. We had a preparation for a year and a half to find out who we are and
Right.
where we need to go in our and be in our own skin and authenticity.
Yeah.
Don't compare yourselves to others. There is
Yes.
space in this earth for all of us to be ourselves
Absolutely.
in our
Yeah.
best possible ways, the more creative, the authentic selves.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is space for everybody. There is
Yes.
no need to copy somebody. There is no
No.
need to be frightened by somebody else.
Right. Yes.
Um,
No need to squash anyone else's creativity.
Also,
And I think that's what these
also,
past few months of release and surrender have been about. So
yes.
we've been burning away the dross that's been covering us. We've been actually emerging from all that we've been under. We've been under a lot of blankets and quilts, and now it's coming away so we can actually be and see ourselves. And it takes a few minutes though, Jasmine. I tell people it takes a few minutes to once you uncover it, it's new. It's new territory. So you like it, then you're like, I don't know about this. You like it. So it takes time for you to acclimate and adjust to and embrace the new you and work with that. It's okay, but work with it. Don't try to run too
Exactly.
far back. Just say,
And,
I'll get this. And you
and
will.
is and isn't the Taurus season the best way to
To
actually take
plant
it
those
slow?
seeds. Yes, in the earth. You're grounding it. You're grounding
Yes,
it.
and take it slowly.
Yeah, take it
Uh,
slowly. That's the key. Taking it slowly. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say.
yes, the
Yeah.
turtle, the tortoise. I know we discussed Neptune in Aries. We didn't discuss it, but we were struggling. And I just had epiphany this last couple of days when I was
Yeah.
kind of looking at the week ahead and stuff. Uh, I think one of the things that Neptune in Aries is telling us is to have faith in our authentic selves.
Ooh, I love that.
So that's
That's fabulous.
and and so that's now we were preparing for the last year and a half to
Yeah.
find what it is. Now with the North Node in Pisces, modern ruler of Pisces is Neptune now in Aries. So now we have faith. I know it's but faith in ourselves, not in somebody
Yes.
else. I mean, we
Right.
need connection.
Of
We need the
course.
connections with higher
But
power. I'm not saying,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
and this is the intuition and all the things that I was
I
talking about
agree.
before.
Yes.
Preparing is for that. Have
Yeah.
faith in yourself, guys. I know self-doubt is the enemy now. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
do you
that's
with relish. Just
yes,
do you and be bold.
yes,
Step out on that stage and say, "This is me, and I'm damn proud of it. This is
ex-
who I am." And you
exactly,
know what I mean? And hear the
yes,
claps. Clap for
yes,
yourself first. Clap for
yes,
yourself
like
first.
this. Good for
Yes,
you.
good for
Look,
me. Did it?
yes,
Just to even go out there, and because we're now at a place where it's actually the Earth has the space, like you said before. The Earth has the space for us. It's saying, "Come
it
on,
does
Sheba.
definitely.
It's here. We got
Yes,
the space. We need you, and we have the space for you. Show up.
yes.
Show
I,
up."
I, I know many studies now are telling us, I don't know, I read it somewhere, I don't know if it's true
Yeah.
or not, but I heard it that every cell in our body has like a life of its own, like very
Yes,
thing. So
they
that's,
do.
so, right? So I was
Hmm.
thinking, and look, and all of them together are our authentic selves, but making
Yes.
us as a whole.
Right.
Isn't that, so this is exactly what we are in a society.
Yeah.
Our authentic selves, all of
Yeah.
us, because look, guys, if we have different DNAs, if we have different fingerprints,
Right.
different everything, and we are multiplying. There's like 9 billions of us
Ugh,
now,
a
and,
lot
and,
of
and we are
us
still
still
producing unique
producing.
creatures, right? This,
Yes.
so there
That's just
is
the
space
humans.
for all of us. Yeah, right. The unique, but all of us uniquely can make this
Yeah.
community and world and
Yes.
humans better place. So
Right.
that's I think that's the story of this
But
new
all
world
part of the same
order, whatever.
the
Yes,
fabric of reality is that we're all different parts of the same
yeah,
fabric. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Just
I
like cells
love
in our
that.
body.
Have faith in our unique authentic have faith in our authentic
Yeah,
selves.
yeah.
That's the Neptune in
In Aries.
Aries. Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah. So, as I said, so tomorrow Mars trine Neptune and Sun goes to Taurus. Those are the topics. So the sun will be ruled now by Venus, okay? And Venus is in Pisces, which she loves to be. It's also about faith and having, a little bit of this sensitivity towards. Be kind to yourself. That's another story. Like be compassionate to yourself. But she's also with Saturn, so
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she's hanging out with Saturn on almost the last degree of Pisces, and it can be a little bit like a tough love,
Yeah.
tough love. Like we can be, so Saturn is always here to remind us that she's keeping us in check. Let's say
Saturn does
so.
remind you to keep it in check. Saturn,
Yes,
sorry, Saturn, but you are a little bit of a
yeah,
piece.
yes. So that's just keeping us in check.
It does. It
Uh,
does. Yeah.
on
Keeping it real. Keeping
Sunday,
it real. Keeping it
yes.
real.
So Sunday is going to be also very interesting because
Really?
first of all,
Okay.
it's a last quarter moon in Aquarius. It's just starting after, so it's going to be late at night because moon goes into Aquarius around 7:20 p.m. Eastern time. So we're still a Capricorn weekend, but after she goes into Aquarius, it's like a last quarter moon. So you remember
Like I said,
last
my
quarter
thank you
moon?
notes. Thank you note
There,
time.
there you go. It's thank you no time. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So
Okay.
we also gonna have on Sunday a Venus sextile Uranus,
Venus sextile
and
Uranus.
they're
Okay.
meeting now for the second time. The first time was when she was retrograde. Now it's the second time, and it's something exciting, right? So this
Ooh.
is when they meet. They want
Uh-huh.
something new. They want adventure. They want some
Yeah.
kind of change.
Yeah.
They want
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
So it's a
Okay.
so I'm thinking we have this Leo, Mars in Leo, very creative. We have Neptune in Aries, who wants us to be bold, and now we have this Venus and Uranus. They are gonna help us to conquer the new adventurous things and experience because,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they want something
They
different,
do. They
you
do.
know,
Yeah. We need something different now
right?
to. Yeah.
That's another
Yes.
thing, right?
Right.
Also, we have Mercury sextile Pluto. And that is also
Ooh.
very interesting because Mercury is in Aries. And remember, Mercury in Aries is very blunt. He says as it is.
Ooh.
And Pluto is
Yeah. I'm.
secrets.
I'm concerned about Mercury in Aries. That's blunt. That you
So,
can't get any more blunt than that. Actually.
and remember, Pluto is secrets and hidden
Ooh.
things. I think
Ooh.
many things are going to be unhidden. So we have a family gatherings on Sunday for Easter.
Right.
Just saying, if the family secrets come out or something's happening, I wouldn't
Oh,
be
that's funny.
surprised.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised
Yeah. Be
if
like,
somebody mentions,
oh,
you know
yes,
what, you have
yes.
a
We get a
half
lot of that.
sister. Like you have a
Yes.
half sister or half brother, or maybe
Yeah.
have something,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
or like,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
like those
I
kind
was
of things
married
can
three times
happen.
before I met your father. That kind of
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Or
That's funny.
whatever. Yes. Anyway, so that can also happen. So just have that in mind. Uh, I think things are getting kind of heated up.
So
So we are
you
we are
mentioned about Mercury sextile Pluto. What's that
Pluto.
like?
That's
What's
what it
that
is.
like?
That's
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 what this
hidden
is.
messages.
Okay.
Yes, that's so because Mercury is in Aries. He's
Okay.
very open, blunt. He says
Woo!
something before he thinks. So imagine have
Yes.
a family
Yes.
conversation and something just comes out,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then
Yes. Yeah.
anyway. So it's going to be very interesting.
And you
Sunday
know what I
is
say to that?
very.
Let me just say this too for people listening to this because these things happen with family gatherings. This is this is happening to help us not take ourselves, in other words, step back from it and just receive the information. It's not a pox on you or the family. It's just like see it as because this is all. In other words, grandmommy was a female and a wife,
Mm,
and before she became a mother and your grandmother. So see people in their human form dimension, and we have all are doing the same dances, different generations, and just realize so in other words the information that we may hear
mm.
can help you embrace your own humanity
Yeah,
and who you are right now in your operating system.
that's absolutely true. And because we are approaching the third quarter moon, it's about final, some kind of finalization of the cycle. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a picking up. So
okay.
remember, it's thank you notes, but it's also reflecting on the peak, the full moon, and thinking, this is what happened, and now we're kind of putting into our consciousness what happened, what do we want to release, what do we want to bring into new
Yeah,
cycle, what do we
yeah,
don't want to. So
right.
this is also some kind of conversations that may come up. Maybe people want to free themselves and
Yes.
tell something that is on their shoulders and their burdens
Yes.
to
Yes.
release, to kind of, and to
To bring
start
it,
new
yeah,
ones.
bring it forth before they,
You
yeah,
know,
while they're
like
everyone's around.
finishing this in
Finishing
that
something.
sense,
Got it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's the energy I feel. Okay, then Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Moon is in Aquarius, and Monday is actually, let's say, actually Monday is a good day to do something. If from next week, I would do things on
Well,
Monday. If you have to do
Monday's a good
anything,
day. Monday's a good day.
yes,
Monday's the action
yes,
day. Do something on
yes.
Monday. Okay.
I would do something on Monday just
Okay.
because a moon is in Aquarius,
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter is in Gemini, and moon is applying to Jupiter all day, and they're going to be exact on Tuesday morning. So I think it's very good to do things.
Okay.
Saturn is also conjuncting their north node, so there is something coming back. Um, um, like Saturn is karma and fate. The nodes are karma and fate. So there is some kind of karmic situation or fated situation that might come up from your actions or come up. So there's I would use that energy. It's something like it's
And
something to.
the nodes right now. Tell everybody where the nodes are right now so they know.
Yes. So the north node is in Pisces and the
Mm-hmm.
south node is in Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a connection between Saturn and the nodes in Pisces. I think they will not meet again. So this is going to be the last time they meet in Pisces for
Mm.
this around the next time in
Yeah.
18 years.
Okay.
So
Oh.
so
Oh,
I
18
think
years.
there's
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So I think this is something that's major. I think
Yeah.
something major can come up from your actions. So on Monday,
On Monday.
um,
Ah.
yeah, I would use Monday if you need to do anything.
Then we
Yes.
say do anything like you mean to bring something into.
Yeah, something that you need to do. Like if you, whatever you do in your
Yeah.
life, if you want to send an email, if you want to go somewhere, if you want to do whatever you are doing in life, I think Monday is the best day that will bring you the result that you
How about
want. That's what I mean.
applying?
Whatever.
People, someone asks us applying for jobs,
You
putting
can
up
do,
proposals.
yes, yes, I would do Monday. I would do
Okay.
Monday. All day
Monday.
Monday. Yes, yes, I would definitely use Monday.
So Monday for people to actually. Oh, my friend. Bernadine. Um, Martin. Sorry, hi, Bernadine. And so this is a good time for those things that we want to bring into fruition or bring and
Yes,
into
yes,
our
into
bring
my
into our reality.
or manifestation.
Manifestation
Yes,
things.
yes,
Ah.
yeah. So just do
So,
it on Monday. That's the
okay.
best day of the week.
Okay.
If I feel
Should we start Sunday night perhaps
you
or
can,
just
yeah,
Monday
yeah. Sunday night, but you have to
start?
watch
Yeah.
out after 7:20. After 7:20,
20 p.m.
yes,
Eastern time. Okay, folks.
Eastern time.
Because I find with manifestation, it's good to start getting the engine,
After
getting it
okay,
clear.
after yeah, let's go after 9:35,
Good.
not 7:20. After 9:35 because then the moon is squaring sun. After the square is over,
Over. Right.
then then it's
Okay.
good. Okay, so we don't want any
Okay.
hardship.
Yes. Yeah. We don't want hardship. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you can start bringing. And let me just speak to a little bit about manifestation. When we want to bring things in, we may have it up here and what we want to see and feel and what we want to see. We have to have it then translate to the heart space because see, that's the engine. So we have to have it clear. Let's work on that's what I'm saying. Sunday night, start clarifying Sunday afternoon what it is. But when we get past 9:35, then we need to engage with the heart, the mind, the heart. So even the solar plexus, so we can actually feel it. Actually feel the energy of what you want to bring. You know what I mean? Bring that really feel it, see it, taste it, all the five senses. I mean, actually, and then bring it in, let it build up, put it in your cauldron, and then release it to what you want.
Yeah, I
So
like
it's not
that.
just a mess. I was doing a mental thing. I mean, I said a lot of us, me. I would do the mental thing, and that's good. It starts it. But if you really want to bring it in and you start getting it, spend time with it. Give yourself the time to spend time and stir that pot with that information. That comes from the brain. You stir in the pot, it comes down to the heart and the third chakra. And then that's the will, the solar plexus, the sun. You cook it. You cook it. And then you tell the universe, this is it. You don't tell the universe how. You just tell the universe, this is the essence of what I
I
want.
like that. That's the
I've
way.
had to learn that the hard way because I would have it, and other times I would feel this energy, and Spirit told me, see, that's what you're doing. That's what you got to do. You missed that part. Just did this morning. I said, oh, wow. That's what. And then
What
you,
is
that's
it?
what you did. And then you bring it, and then you,
I'm taking it. I'm taking it in, so I can
yeah.
remember. You know
Yeah,
your
it's
words.
the mind. We think about it. We clarify our drafts, or we cleanse. We do our first draft, second draft, and we get it very simplified. Do the best we can, and then let it come down to the third chakra. And start cooking the sun. That's the solar plexus. Let it start cooking, and then the heart is the main. We all know now, even learning science, that the heart is the most powerful organ,
Yeah.
and that's the one that says, "Okay, you two got together." Everyone to get talking together in sync, then the heart says, I got it. And then the heart sends it out.
And do you know what I like now that I was listening to, and I'm thinking Leo rules the
It's
heart,
the heart.
and Mars is in Leo. Mars is action. So this is definitely what like
Yeah.
this Mars in Leo actually
Yes.
helps us with this.
Yes. Well, it's because the two greatest powers in our existence are fear and love. So we want to do the love. So when we have that
Yeah.
engaged, there is no stopping you now. But we have to engage it. We have to actually work it.
Stop being a
We got to work it. Yeah, we
snob.
got to work it and
There's
move. Like you said,
there's
dancing
not.
and moving the body. That's part of it. That's part
Yeah.
of it. That's when we're in
There's
sync, and that's
being
so.
a snob.
Yes, yeah.
What's that song? There's not
Ain't
stopping a
no stopping
snob.
us now. We're on
Ain't
the
no
move. We're on the
stopping a
move. We're on the move.
snob.
Yeah, yeah. So see, you're bad for me because my sister, she knows I sing too much and I have the wrong words, and so she
Okay.
left.
That's a Gemini problem. I totally understand you. We definitely remember the words the wrong way. And you
Goes
know,
the
and
wrong
then
way.
and I start even when I know what the right words are, I still go back to
Me
my
too.
own
Me
and
too. I go back to my
that's
wrong
fine.
words because they
Yes.
make more sense to me. Yes.
No.
But anyhow, so folks, actually, that's the embodiment. That's what they mean by when they say embody it. You have to embody it in your way. Wrong words or not. If you're feeling it with your words, you're feeling it. Don't worry about what that's how you embody it.
Another great tip for Taurus season, you need to embody.
Mm-hmm.
Taurus is about body, right? So this is all the words that you're using are so good for this. When we
Yes.
come to Gemini season, we can talk about the
Yeah.
mind. Now it's the
Now
body.
it's the yes,
Yes,
embody.
yes,
We got to put those
good.
feet. We got to put that energy into the earth. Let the earth support us, which is what the Taurus season is.
Yeah. So I have to continue because from Monday onwards, things are not going to be fun anymore.
Uh-oh.
Just saying, it's that kind of a week. We have to push through, guys. We need to push through this, and it's going to be better.
Yes.
So Tuesday, we're going to have a void moon and from 6 p.m. until 1 a.m. Eastern time. I talk all in Eastern time here
Hmm.
when I talk.
Okay.
And
So it's leaving what moon? It's leaving what moon?
yeah,
What
so
moon?
so so she's leaving Aquarius and going
Right.
into
Aquarius.
Pisces.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that's right. Aquarius
Yes.
Pisces. That's right.
The problem is that on Wednesday, so Tuesday is like that. It's like Leela. Okay. If you really cannot finish anything on Monday, I would
Just
highly
chill out. Just
suggest
chill out on
yes,
Tuesday.
yes.
Chill out on
Use
Tuesday. Yeah. Void
use
moons.
Monday. Yeah, use Monday. But
Yeah.
it's still until the 6 p.m. There's still it's void during the night
Okay.
almost. So
That's
so so
good. Okay.
you can still do things,
Hmm.
but the energy is stronger on Monday. Okay, you can
Yes.
still Tuesday is still okay to do things, let's say, but not as good as Monday.
Right.
The thing is, on Wednesday we have a problem because Sun is squaring Pluto.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
hard.
That is hard.
That is power dynamics and this whole thing. So because we are approaching the new moon, I have to mention because the new moon means that the sun and moon are together, and they're going to be in Taurus, and there's going to be a T square, so Mars and Pluto in opposition, and apex is going to be this new moon that is happening on Sunday. So I just need to mention this because this is already applying. It's the energy of the week, so it's not just the
It's
new moon. It's
applying.
the whole week.
Okay.
It's the
Got it.
whole week. We're going to feel
Okay.
it. So imagine Taurus. Imagine a bull standing strong on, and doing its
Yeah.
own thing, and now Mars and Pluto are coming. It's like red flag in front of the bull. So that's the energy
Yeah.
of this new moon and this whole week. You're going to be doing your thing. You want to be calm, and situations, events, people are going to red flag you, and like, come on, I see you. It's going to be a lot of provocation,
Mm.
a lot of red
That's a very
flags in
good
front of your
word.
face.
So we're gonna be provoked. Watch for provocation. I like that. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
And the new
This
moon is not until the 27th though. But so
yes,
that's
but still,
oh.
Wednesday 23rd, and I say it starts on the 23rd, in
Oh
my
my
opinion.
goodness. Well, it's good to know. That
It
kind of lead up, that kind of run up.
it's
Okay.
this one is
So they're
this
gonna
strong because of
they're
this.
gonna be
Yes,
the red flag. Yeah.
I
See, I'll be doing that running for. Thank you for that because
yes.
I'm at that
So
place right now. But I'll be like, okay, I'll come get you. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
right. So we are all feeling this. Like, come on,
Yes.
yes,
Come on.
dare me,
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
dare me,
Bring
dare
it.
me. So
Bring it. Bring it. Bring
the,
it. Yeah.
the
Don't do it.
smart ones,
Yeah.
yeah, the smart. Now that we are raising awareness, we
Yes.
are learning. We are not going to
That's
be
right.
provoked.
Raising our energies.
We're gonna
Yes.
try,
Yes.
right? So this is this whole Mars Pluto opposition. So
Right.
it's exactly the 26th, but the moon is on the 27th, but Sun is already squaring Pluto. It's already squaring Mars this Sunday, then squaring Pluto
Yeah.
on Wednesday. So it's the whole
Yeah.
week. It's kind of like a little
It's
bit of
big.
that, right?
Mars
It's
squaring
it's
Pluto is that's major.
yes. Sun Pluto squares.
I mean, Sun, I'm
It's all about
sorry, Sun Pluto
yeah
square. Yeah.
yeah. It's about who has control, who has the
Yes.
power, who is in control. It's about manipulation.
Yes.
It's intense. It's friction. It's destroying energy. Like Mars is also in the picture. So this is like a T square. So it's like, sun is our vitality.
Yeah. Yes.
It's the light that brings strength and life into us. It's our
Right. Yeah.
spirit in a way,
Yes. Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
and somebody wants to crush us down. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? Like remember energy that somebody wants to
Yeah.
crush you down, your
Yeah.
spirit, your willingness to live, and
Yes.
so
To
this
crush
is
your
a
life
crescendo.
force.
It's a
Yes.
crescendo.
Yes.
Remember, first
Oh.
first opposition was beginning of November, just before the U.S. elections.
Right.
Second opposition was beginning of January when the Los Angeles fires came
Fires.
in, and now it's the third one. So it's the completion, it's the third one.
And this could be usually sometimes the completion could be a little bit harsher because it's trying to
Yes, yes,
conclude
yes,
and not necessarily a graceful conclusion, which I like saying.
yes.
It could be like, I want to
So
make sure everyone's clear on what I came here to get done.
yeah,
Okay.
so
Wow.
my advice would be, my solicited
Yeesh.
advice, who nobody asked for, maybe
Yeah.
you
No, we
guys
do
are
want to
asking,
hear.
but
We want to hear your advice. Yes.
is uh, if remember somebody is provoking you to get the worst out of you so they can crush you down. If
Yeah.
you ignore it with a smile, if you don't imagine the you don't want to give those people the
No.
satisfaction of crush
Absolutely.
of oh
Jasmina.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yes.
But I know your inner thing is going to be, I want to, you want to punch somebody in the face. Remember, Mars square Sun is punching somebody in the face,
Yes.
and
I've
I'm in
never
control of
felt
my
that way.
life, right? But this is what they want. So,
Yes.
so, so it's going to be hard. But this is
Mhm.
the test of your willpower. This is the test of, it's a test, guys.
Okay.
And sometimes with Pluto,
Yeah.
remember, Pluto doesn't take any prisoners. So that
Mm-mm.
means if you don't prepare for Pluto, if you
Right.
don't prepare to kind of, with Pluto, you have to embrace and do something before he consumes you. So
Yes.
remember, so think about,
Yes.
use that
Yes.
energy for something else,
Yes.
so
Gotcha.
you don't have time or energy to even look at this provocation. That's what
Woo!
you,
This
okay?
is very valuable, Jasmina. This is such a
Okay.
powerful transit, and if misused, or if we lose to Pluto, I hate to say, but if we lose to Pluto, then we will lose much more than just this one day's action, perhaps.
Yes. So, be yeah, oh, I like that what Renee Josephine says, don't buy the hook.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
buy the, it's going to be
Don't.
very tempting.
Yes.
It's going to be very, remember, the, the,
Yes.
the, the, the
They're
nicer
gonna
it
push your buttons.
looks,
People gonna push your buttons, and
but
those
they're
who
going
know
to,
you may push more buttons and try to get you to act.
but Pluto can be very manipulative and deceiving. Remember, the Pluto. So we also have this Aries, Neptune in Aries on the world
The
point. Can be very
points. Oh,
very deceiving as well. A lot of things are happening, but we are aware. Like we are aware
yes,
now. Okay,
yes, yeah.
stay grounded as
Stay
much as you
grounded.
can.
Mm-hmm.
Stabilize yourself.
Stay centered.
Right.
Stay within. Yes,
Uh,
absolutely. Stabilize
think
yourself. Mm-hmm.
think how what can you do to bring some positive transformations in the world. So that's Pluto. So
Right.
you
Yeah.
are okay, let me do something that can make a positive but big Pluto impact on the world instead of destroying something. Sometimes you need to kind of make things go away, but think about that.
Yes.
And I think our willpower is going to be tested. That's all I'm going to say. I think
Say
that's
that
pretty
again.
much
Our what now? Say that again.
our
Willpower. Yeah,
willpower
I
will be
agree.
tested.
Yes.
So don't buy the hook. I
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. In other
Yes.
words, just and stay. But because with a good point, we all know, those of us who are watching all this, we know energy is energy. So you can't dismiss or kill or whatever energy, but it's how you use it. So do you want to use it at a higher octave or a lower octave? Do you want the energy to use you, or do you want to actually inform the energy for how I want you to actually help this situation? You may want, I mean, because energy that burns something is not bad. If you wanted to burn off disease, you wanted to
Yes.
burn off hatred, that's not bad. Burn that off. But you don't want to burn, just let it go run amok, and it's just attacking everything. So it actually is showing us we have the power, and how much power we do have, that we have to actually be consciously aware of and responsible for the power that we ask for. Oh, I want to be powerful. I want to be empowered. So you are. Now, what are you going to do with it?
Uh, what I feel as well with Pluto, it's about
Oh,
purification and detoxification. We forget that part.
absolutely. Yes. With
So,
this Kali Yuga situation, we're in a phase right now where we have to burn off stuff.
so
Yeah. Yes.
literally, if it's touching sun, it's touching your vitality, your body
Yeah.
in a way. And in this new moon, it's also about body and stuff. If you can go to sauna, or if you can just sweat it out, run, do some cardio or sauna, or sweat it out, because toxins get out from the
They
sweat
do.
outside of us.
They do.
Or
Yes. So this is a purification time.
yeah,
Yeah.
so purify
Yeah.
whatever
Which makes
things you
sense.
can.
Yeah.
And it's not pleasant. Like,
No.
this is not going to be
No.
pleasant, but let's use it.
Yeah. But
Run,
detoxification is
run.
not easy, but it's
Yeah,
also
yeah,
it's
yeah,
beneficial.
yeah,
Not everything has to be pleasant to
yeah,
be beneficial.
yeah. It's a purifying
Very
ourselves. Yeah.
good. It is a purifying time, which
Yeah.
is the spring. We're trying to get ready before the
Yes.
summer comes in.
Yes.
Very okay. Thank you for reminding us,
Yeah.
Jasmine. That's very good
Yeah.
and not pleasant.
So, yeah. So on Thursday we are entering the balsamic moon. So balsamic moon is going to be in Pisces and in Aries this time, and then Venus meets the North Node and meets Saturn on Thursday, and this is for the third time. So Venus was with Saturn before she went retrograde. Then the second time when she was retrograde. So this is the third time exact. Okay. As I mentioned, it's already kind of she's ruling the sun now. She's going to rule this lunation coming up, the new moon, and it's an aspect of not having fun. I think we talked about it, Venus and Saturn. Not loving, feeling that you are not worthy of love.
Oh.
Um,
Mm.
that you're not valuable
Hmm.
enough, not, so stuff like that. It's usually it doesn't Saturn can take pleasure from Venus, take away pleasure and having fun and pleasure in things, right?
Mm.
So this is this whole new moon, although new moon in Taurus is usually beautiful, because moon loves to be Taurus. It's in dignity. It's really fertile. It's
Yeah.
connected with money and
Yes.
relationships, and with
Yes.
putting intentions and planting a seed for long-term stable things to come up. But this time we need to go through some kind of we need to destroy something. Something needs to be. It's like through some kind of tension. It's not going to be easy this time.
Okay,
So
there's a question here
yeah.
from Renee Josephine. Something about in Aries. So in Aries, Venus and Saturn? What degree?
Oh,
Um,
they're not in Aries. They're still in Pisces, 27 degrees and 14 minutes of Pisces.
what
That's when they meet.
what is in? That's when who meets? Do the full sentence.
Venus and Saturn meet, that conjunction, on Thursday at 27 degrees Pisces.
Okay.
Okay? That's a hard one. So this whole week
Hey,
is
Natalie.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
On Friday, we're going to have a moon in Aries. That's going to be actually a quite nice moon.
Thank God.
Um, uh, before it goes to Taurus. So I kind of like kind of Friday. It's a balsamic moon, so we're gonna be
Yeah.
use our wisdom. Obviously, we have to use our wisdom
A
on the
wisdom.
balsamic moon.
Okay.
But still, this is all approaching this new moon and this opposition. So I don't know. That's the problem. It's a nice moon, but it's ruled by this Mars who is opposing Pluto. So again, we
Mm.
have this issue. We have this situations that
Well, this is the final pass. I think Ann and I spoke about this on Tuesday.
yeah.
Final passes. I heard this from Pam Gregory, Steve Judd. I mean, the
Yeah,
final pass is
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
the energy saying it's harsh because it must make sure that we're all perfectly clear on what has to be done and what should be done and what I mean. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
When after this new moon, when the moon goes to Gemini next, beginning of whatever we'll talk about
I
it,
love
it's
Moon
gonna be
Gemini.
yes, it's
Uh,
gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be lovely. But we'll talk about it
Now,
next week.
you have a
This
moon?
week,
You have a
yes,
Gemini moon? That's what I
yeah,
thought you
Gemini,
did.
Sun and Moon and Mercury and everything. So, when Uranus goes into Gemini, I don't know if you guys gonna be able to. When I go wild, when Uranus touches me, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
wild. Anyway,
yeah, yeah.
um, um, use this week to empower yourself to regain power and remove, maybe destroy the sense of other people having control of you, and just think about,
Excellent, excellent.
yeah, think about who actually has control. What is control? Like, we have to be a little bit of philosophical to understand,
Mhm.
who actually has control. What is happening? How can we change it? What can we do in our lives to change
Yeah,
it? Who can we connect with? What can we do?
yeah.
I know that you guys in US have another protest, right? Coming up.
I can't. I mean, we could. I
Anyway,
haven't keep track of
I'm
all of
not.
them. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So I think there's another one. So just be careful, whoever, if there's any protest, careful this week, because remember, these people can provoke you now. So don't.
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
Hmm.
I wouldn't choose if you can. I wouldn't choose to protest this week if it's possible. But anyway, just
Yep.
because.
Yep.
Anyway,
Just
so
because
be
we know,
careful.
we know what you
Yeah,
mean by just because we know
yeah.
exactly. Yep.
So be careful. Please take care of
Oh, I won't be
yourselves.
out
Whatever
there.
you do this week.
Nope.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Whoever is out
They're
there,
waiting
just
for
be
me to come
careful.
out there. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah.
No.
Remember the red flag? You're the bull now. You are trying
Yeah.
to be stable and grounded and do your own thing. You're just chewing on some grass
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and
Yes.
in peace. And
Chew
you're
your
not,
cud. Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
At home. Yes.
you're not
Don't.
bothering anybody.
Mm-mm.
And whoever comes knocking with a red flag and with some goodies, because the problem with Taurus, they
Yeah.
like the chocolates and goodies. So something very
To,
attractive can come.
to,
Look,
to
and
lure you out.
yes.
Yes. Nope.
So you have to be very, very
Eat the
careful.
chocolate
Not
and then slam the door. Eat the chocolate and slam the door in the face.
no, just don't go for the chocolate. Don't go
Yes.
even.
Oh
Yeah. So this
boy.
is this week. It's a lot. It's a lot. A
Yeah.
lot of fixed energy.
You can
Fixed
feel it.
energy. Remember.
It's very palpable. I mean, I can
Yes.
sense it and feel it.
Right.
It's just like
Yes.
it's something's building, and I feel like there's
Yes.
like just waiting for that match to light something up. So I'm sort of like, okay, just being aware of that. It doesn't feel like it's it feels like it's a time it's such a ticky point that if you could either go one way good or very bad,
Yeah.
and there's no in between.
No matter what happens,
Hey,
if
imaginary
you
restaurant.
even if you slip into something that you don't like,
Yeah,
sometimes maybe it's for the best. I don't know.
yeah,
I hope, sometimes maybe for the best. Maybe some things need to be destroyed.
right.
I know when you look at natal charts, Pluto, when Pluto transits your natal placements, I had, a lot of Pluto, some harsh Pluto aspects in my life, and I can justify, and I know through talking to other people who have this, uh,
Hmm.
it literally destroys what you have, like to the ground and rebuilds.
Yeah.
Like my
The
life
Phoenix, it burns
before,
it down. It burns it down.
yes,
Yes.
my life before
Yes.
30s and after 30s is I'm not saying I'm a different person, but my surroundings, the circumstances, and I changed a lot because of that experience. I
Oh,
literally transformed,
yeah.
literally the way I live my
Yes.
life, like my from my everyday habits. I'm still my personality. It's just
Hmm.
it's manifesting differently.
Hmm.
You get, you get me. That's what Pluto. It is like I literally so my 20s. I had my mom passed away. I got married. I got divorced. So the whole when you get divorced, not per se for everybody. I didn't have any kids with my first husband, but what I say, it's like we have all this. We have friends together. We have
Yeah. Right. Right.
we live together. There's lots of stuff. All of a
Yes.
sudden, all of you don't lose your partner. You lose all of that
All
in
of
a
that.
thing.
Yep.
The,
Yep.
the
Yep. Yep.
friendships, the places you went
Hmm.
together, like the
Yes.
memories, everything goes
Yes.
like you can't even go to the same places you went with this
No.
person. You just can't. You
Yes.
have to you have to just start over, to
It
completely
burns away the
different.
old. The
It,
old is
it,
burnt
it,
away. Yes.
yes, all the connections, everything. Like there's a package you lose, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then you have to rebuild life from scratch. This is definitely what happened to me. And I know now, now that I know my chart, I'm going to be very open about it. Now that I know my chart, and I had many different astrologers look at my chart, and I always look for somebody new who could look at my chart because something always pops up from a different
Yes.
perspective.
Yes.
I was depending first on my mom and her income, then on my first husband and his income. Like it was a lot of things that I kind of was leaning on other people to live this life.
Hmm.
My chart tells me that I need to earn my own, and I'm
Yeah.
not
Take care
supposed
of
to
yourself.
depend on
Empower.
like
Yes. You
hard
be
work.
self-empowered.
And
Yeah.
all these things that happened to me burned the bridges that was holding. Oh, I'm going to rely on you. No, 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 no. You got to
Yeah.
rely on yourself. And it took
Yes.
it took all of that
Okay.
for me.
Right. Yeah.
Not even like losing my inheritance. Like my parents, both of them. I told you that story. Like so there's no money I can like from and I have Chiron in Taurus. So that's also another thing, right?
Ooh.
Right.
Chiron and Taurus. Okay.
So learning that this is my wound that I carry, that
Yes.
the material comfort needs to come from me,
Mm-hmm.
not from anybody
Mm-hmm.
else. It's also in
Mm-hmm.
the eighth house for me. So
Ooh.
it so
Interesting.
it's not
Eighth
so
house.
there's the so there's
Shared
that's inheritance
resources and stuff. Yeah.
right. So that's it's burned, and I need to bring something new. So it's just it took me some time to
Yeah.
realize that, but
You see how you're living your chart, how your chart
but
actually
but
came to
that's my
life.
chart, and
Your
I,
chart
I
came
I
to
can
life
I
on
can
you.
fight it. Like I can
Yep.
fight it. I can say no. I don't accept it. I want somebody else to take care of me. I want this luxuries. I want somebody else to give it to me. No, 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 no. Or I can just say no.
Hmm.
This is my chart. Let's embrace it, and
Yes.
I can. So
Yes.
because part of me always was dreaming about. Oh, I was looking at all this. Oh, look at these people have this. These people have this. Look at. But then on the other hand, I was never going to be the girl who has this sugar daddy. I'm never going to
Right.
be that one, right?
Yes.
It's just not me, right? I'm not
Uh,
saying it's bad.
no.
Some people,
Yeah.
whatever, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I was dreaming of a world that I wasn't even willing to do what I need to do to have it, right?
To
It
have it
was
exactly. Yeah.
ridiculous.
You still.
That was
Yes.
ridiculous,
You wanted
right?
that world, but you still weren't even going out there to get it because that wasn't you. Yeah. You
Right?
didn't even know
So
how to
so
go out there and get that kind of world.
right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's realizing, accepting
Oh.
yourself. And there's a lot of
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
That's why I say 40s are the new 20s, guys. I'm not kidding.
So let me see.
Um,
So 60s are the new what? 40s?
40s.
Okay, good.
Yes, they're the new 40s.
Yeah,
There
I
you
do
go.
feel, I mean, actually, I
Yeah.
do feel that like I'm in my late, I mean, I feel like I'm 20 years younger just recently. I feel like, oh, I realized, oh, how old are, but anyhow, but it just feels like because now I think
It,
things are coming together. I'm actually not, I'm living truthfully and more authentically. So, and not in
yes.
la la land based on who
Yes.
knows.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Well,
was gonna say because to say what you just said about
yeah.
I was listening to somebody on YouTube. I won't mention his name, but he was saying, that savior or that white knight, it's you, it's you, it's no one else. And I was like, oh man, I gotta save myself. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. They're like, yeah,
And
it's yeah, yeah,
and you kind of want you want somebody else to save you, and then
yeah,
no, it doesn't
yeah.
work that way.
No,
It
never
doesn't work.
has,
So
never
yeah,
has.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it depends on the chart. This is
Yeah.
like when I embraced my chart, and I said, okay, this is what I need to do. This is my chart. Let's do it. And that's it.
Yeah,
It's just so
yeah.
easier.
The
It's
key is
easier.
the key is reading your operator's
Yes,
manual. That's your operating
yes,
manual.
yes.
Yeah.
Don't fight it,
No, don't
and
fight it.
I know I have many clients and people talk to me and they say, oh, when is this going to end? I said, this is not something to end.
And yeah,
This is not
yes,
something.
when you
This is
die,
it's
that's
yeah.
actually when it
It's
ends. But
about it's astrology is not about telling you when something's gonna end or be. It's about giving you the awareness and knowledge. Look, this
yes,
is this is
these are the
who you signed
influences.
up. Yeah,
Yes,
this is what you signed up to
yes,
be. Let's do. This is how you're going to do it
yes.
easier. When
Right.
it's easier, how to do it, how to
Yes.
navigate better,
Yes.
and not struggle so much.
You know,
It's
it's
not going to go away.
good examples like say you're able to design your own home and have an architect
Mm,
and just build design the plans and you have it built and you go like, well, when's this house to be different? No, you designed
yeah,
the house. Yeah,
yeah,
I realized that's what I was
yeah.
doing. It's like I designed the house and then I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't like this. What's it to be different? And I'm like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
are such really, what I mean. I look at myself.
Yes,
There's the
yeah.
human me and my other my higher self says you did this. This is what we
Yes.
agreed to. Remember? So pull out. So
Yeah.
that's why I've been telling people I've been going through my birth chart and looking over it again to
Mm,
realize, okay, we need to go over this one more again, one more time,
yeah.
because apparently now you're ready to embrace and embody
Yes.
more of the reality of
Yep.
it and not this dreamscape
Yep.
that you've been on for the
Yep.
last who
I
knows
mean,
how long.
I'm thinking,
Shoot.
I was born with Mars Saturn conjunction. That's always going to be me. That's all.
Yes.
That means that I need to put hard work in it because
Yes.
Mars, and I can't do the way I want it when I want it.
Yes.
It just doesn't work
No.
that
No.
way. And
Yes.
I can cry and be frustrated, which I wasn't when I was young,
Stop your
or I
feet
can
and
just
stuff.
right,
Yes.
or I can
Yeah.
just say, okay, Saturn, let's do it, because it's not going to go away. It's just
No. No.
how
No.
I approach it.
Yes.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Also, there's astrocartography when people
Yes.
travel around the world.
Yes. Yes.
Guys, your chart is traveling with you.
Yeah. Wherever you
Yes,
go, it's yeah.
so where I go, if I go like if Mars line can be very productive, you can do a lot of good stuff, but I always gonna have Saturn there for the
Yes.
delays, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Well, and
you
I
know,
know Saturn rules my chart, but I don't know what my Saturn stuff is. I know Saturn. I think I'm a Saturn baby because I've had other astrologers tell me because I would just pretty much like throw holy water at Saturn. They said like Saturn's not going anywhere.
yeah,
Saturn's in rules your chart. So make
yes, and
friends. Make friends.
yes, yes. So that's kind of a thing. So astrology is a great tool for navigating,
It is.
uh, to do it
And
more easier.
yeah,
Yes, and to
introspection.
understanding yourself and
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, but things are not happening to you.
No.
Things are not going away.
Nope.
It's it's how we uh, how to learn
Yeah.
learn how to
Yeah.
use it in the best possible
Yes.
way.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and all of us, nobody's perfect. Even we, us who practice astrology, I still have a bad day and this
Yeah.
and that. I'm
Oh
still
yeah.
gonna make a
Yeah.
mistake. I'm a human, so don't
Mm-hmm.
expect, it's
Yeah.
just right.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's much easier now than it was. Like it's much easier knowing astrology than not
Then
knowing
not no.
astrology,
I agree. I totally agree.
right?
So, but so for
Anyway,
next week, let's see. So for next week, we're not meeting on the Friday. We're meeting on the Saturday, the
Saturday,
26th
and we're
at
gonna talk about the new
5:30.
moon. We're gonna
And the
talk
new
about the
moons.
new
We're going to talk about the
moon.
new moon.
Yes,
Good.
yes, I'm gonna talk about the new moon. I did a video today on YouTube. If
Yeah.
you guys want to listen to
Yes.
it, but in general, I'm gonna talk
Good.
next week.
Ex-
Probably gonna have
Excellent.
more insights after what happens this week. We'll see. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
this
probably
week,
have more
yes. So,
insights. Yes,
but thank you for the Saturday night, Sunday warn. Um,
yes, yeah, for family.
forewarned before armed. Yes,
Just be careful with family. You can come up.
you could
Family
think,
matters can
come
come
up.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And overall, it's a Taurus season starting tomorrow, so you can indulge a little bit more. So enjoy good food. You can have a little bit piece of more chocolate.
Yeah.
Uh, um, if maybe that's actually a good thing, because if your serotonins and dopamines are fed,
Then you
then you won't
won't
maybe
be so.
use.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, so just
yes, yeah,
have that
yes,
extra piece of cake and
yes.
just go watch a movie and forget it. So
Yeah, yeah. Go watch a
it's
movie. Seriously, yeah.
yeah,
Take it easy.
right?
Yeah,
Take it easy.
yeah.
So I'm using actually a treadmill. So I'm gonna purify myself just by running on treadmill and
Good,
watching
good.
something. So that's how I'm
Yes.
gonna use it. That's how I decided to use
Yeah,
this
that
weekend.
she was
At,
your
at,
dog
in the,
trotted.
at,
Yeah,
yeah, and at the evening I'm just gonna do that to get this, like a whole week. I'm gonna try to run just to get sweat
yeah,
out and
yeah,
this Pluto effect,
yeah. And
because
get the and
yeah,
be way with done with the winter.
yeah,
Let's get out of
yeah.
that. Okay.
And remember when we were toddlers, how we would cry and have tantrums, some of us, and then when your mom or dad hugs you.
Yeah.
So hug yourself,
Yes.
hug others instead of fighting them. Even if they are initiating something, just go there and
Just
hug
go
them.
there and hug them. Just go there and hold. Yes, you're right. That really does. There was something on TV on YouTube about this a black and white guy, young guy, and the white guy was really being very racist, and the black guy just walked over to him and just
Yes,
hugged him tight. And see that white guy just sort of like released and just I
yes,
mean he just his whole heart. It was so beautiful. I mean I'm gonna cry. It's so
I know.
beautiful. Just that hug, and because he just needed the love. He needed the love, that connection. So we all need the love. So hug yourself, hug other
Others,
people,
hug others, because
hug others.
uh, anger is just fear
It's
in
just
another
fear.
shape.
It
So
is. It is. It
people
is.
are afraid.
Yeah, we are afraid
People are
right now.
going to be afraid to lose control, to lose
Yeah.
power, to be
Yes.
helpless.
Right.
People are afraid to be.
What's going on right now?
Yes,
We have so much that's up in the air right
I
now, so we're
know.
all afraid. We all have some
Yes,
levels, and how we express it is differently. But
yes,
nothing a good hug can't cure.
yes.
A
So if
good
somebody
hug
comes
just
up to you, thank you, JeMaja, for this. Hug that
hug
person
the
if you can.
person.
Find the. He's going to help you too. Also,
Yes,
that's that powerful for
and help
both
everything
sides.
around you. Everything
Yeah.
around you even changes,
Yes.
and stuff. So
It's fixed energy, fixed signs. They are the ones who are stubborn, and they can sulk for a long time. Like those,
yeah,
they're the signs who, if you get in a fight, nobody wants to come first and say peace. That's
yes,
that's fixed energy. So
yes.
you need to find that strength in you to come first and say I'm sorry,
I'm
or do it.
sorry. Yeah,
It's
yeah. It's
hard,
okay.
but
Yeah, if you don't
yes,
think you were the wrong one,
it
just say I'm
doesn't matter.
sorry. And like this thing. I forgot. It's that Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian prayer. I'm sorry. I love. I love you. Thank you. I mean, I'm not having the
Yeah,
right order, but in other words, just say I'm
yeah.
sorry. I love you, and thank you.
and it's always good to remember the serenity prayer. I find that it's beautiful.
Maybe that must
So
be it.
God, give me
Oh
give
yeah,
me the
that's the
strength
yes, yes,
to accept the things I cannot change, to give me this
yes.
to change the things that I can,
Can
and
and
the
have peace
wisdom
with
to know no, and the wisdom to know the
the
difference.
difference. Yes, sometimes, yeah.
I have that
Hmm.
prayer in my wallet for since I was 15. I
Yeah, yeah,
always have that
yes.
little thingy with me, and I know that they use it for for when you
Alcoholics and
recover.
all different things,
Yes,
drugs
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
But
that's
that prayer, whoever, it doesn't have to be a god. Like, I'm saying, whoever
yeah.
your God is,
Whatever
whatever
you're,
your
yeah, whatever, yeah,
connections to the universe
exactly.
is. But this is a great reminder, that prayer for this week ahead. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
That's why
indeed.
you
And the
just
whole
inspired me.
pono. Yes,
Yeah,
those two.
you inspired me to
Yes,
remember that.
yes, and stuff. So, all right, my dear, big hugs to you and your family.
Ooh, sending you love and
And
hugs.
be
I didn't
yourself.
want to make you cry, but thank you so much for sharing that story. I think it's very important. So thank you very much, and God bless all of you this
God bless
week. Take
everyone.
care.
Yes, yes.
Take care.
Divine blessings to everyone.
Yes, and be strong.
Okay, we'll see
Hugs and
everyone
kisses.
next. We see
Saturday.
everyone this coming Saturday,
Yes.
the 26th at 5:30. Okay.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.